Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pure Live. It is Friday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're here, that's where you're supposed to be. And I have a great and wonderful show in store for you all. Have quite the treat. But first, we start with our sponsors. So let's go.
Hey, sis. My name is Yasmin Brown, and I am the founder of Beauties on Successful Strides. We are your sisterhood community that cares, and we are advocates for your goals being achieved. I'm talking about those goals that you have put on the shelf, those stretch goals that you really want to accomplish, but a part of you feel like it might be impossible. We have been helping women to make the impossible happen, and we want to journey with you. We want to be part of your tribe to help you with making the impossible happen. And we do that by helping you to shift from the no zone. The no zone is that zone where it's like, you know what, I really want to do it, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I have enough resources to do so or the support to do so. The no zone is also the fear zone. We help you to shift from the no zone to the no matter what zone. The no matter what zone is having that head crusher, no matter what, get it done, bold, confident mindset. And then we help you to be equipped with spiritual success strategies to success. That is basically helping you with developing systems that works while being part of a community that will support you, on you, celebrate you, resource providers for you, and so much more. The time is now, sis. If you are serious about your goals being achieved, if you are serious about making the impossible happen and reaching that next level, then join us. Become part of our sisterhood. Become part of a community that truly, genuinely cares. And I'm just excited to welcome you to Boss Soon. Let's go. Let's take them goals off the shelf. Let's make them happen. Let's make the impossible happen for you. See you soon. Bye.
I love her so much. Yes, and I'm a part of Boss, and it is a great community to be a part of. And they are what helped me get everything started today. So I'm just saying, you might want to get on that bandwagon. All right, moving on to Posh Women's Apparel. If you want to look like me, dress like me, and dress as fly as me, you want to do Posh Women's Apparel. Here's some of the items that they have. Here is what I am wearing today. Bam! So if you guys want to check out their site, you go to poshwomensapparel.com. Again, poshwomensapparel.com. Yes, indeed. Okay. Moving on. Also, if you guys would like to get shades and things like I've been showing throughout the week, you can go to Abella Eyewear. And the best way to do it so you can get a discount is to go to my website, asiajamal.com. Again, that's asiajamal.com. Now, enough of all that. We're going to get into it, jump into it. We got a special guest tonight, y'all. We got Norman J. Liverpool, the fourth.
Greetings, and yet again, greetings, everyone.
Yay!
Can you see my name?
Yes, I see your name.
Because I don't see it.
I don't know why you don't see it, but I see your name.
Okay, well, we can
I've had him on the show before. He is very fun, very exciting, which is part of why I think he's been so successful. So we are going to talk about the things that he's been doing lately and about the book that he has coming out. We're so excited! Yes. So first, let's talk about this book. Let's start there.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Boom.
So let me just start by saying I am using a new device tonight. So if it seems like I'm like looking all around the world, I'm not used to this particular camera setup, so it's not
Okay.
because I'm just gazing, into the distance. But first of all, Asia, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of your show this evening. So
Absolutely.
about the book, it is called Over the Top Living: Walking in Next Level Confidence Every Damn Day. It will be available on April 11th on
Okay.
Amazon. And essentially, what I did, girl, is I just took um, sayings and advice and quotes and things that I've given, and I put
Okay.
it in a condensed form. And the way that the book is written, it's not written to go in sequential order necessarily. You can
Mhm.
literally pick the book up and get a piece of advice on page 42 and then skip over to page 7. So it's
Okay.
each page is going to give you something that you need for that day to remind you that you're the confident bad ass that you are.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna that link that you guys just saw. I will post it throughout the show, and afterwards, I will have it on my website for you guys to click on later to get on that list, so you can get that book.
I'm
All
trying
right.
to tell you, it's going to be the best way to ensure you get a copy, because the demand is already there, and I'm so grateful for all the support. Um, I'm so grateful for all the support.
That is awesome. Awesome. And this is his website. Oh, no,
Well,
it's
no,
not. No, it is not. Let me fix it. You said, well, no. Let me fix it. It's missing the E. That's my bad.
can
But
I buy a vowel? Can I buy a vowel?
this is his website over the topliving.com.
Indeed.
And first of all, I love his website. It's so colorful and so much content. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You did
Thank
such a
you.
wonderful job.
Thank you.
Thank you
Shout out to
so much.
Yes Partita for the website. She did that, and we have some.
Okay.
We just redid the logo with Dario Herrera, so we're going to be making some amazing updates to the website. It's going to be linking not only to the content that I do, but also provide resources.
Okay. Excellent. So you guys feel free to leave comments, questions, all of that. And we're gonna keep it going because he got that energy. So we're gonna keep rocking. We're gonna keep rocking.
That's
So
right.
first of all, explain to us what over the top living means. What does that mean?
Over the top living simply means that you are going to reclaim your story and live your life on your own terms, unapologetically and unashamed. And what that does is it propels you and shifts you into living what I call the confident lifestyle. And when you live the
Okay.
confident lifestyle, you're living in purpose and on purpose.
Okay. That's what I like.
Yes, ma'am.
All purpose with purpose. Hey, that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to be like you when I
I
grow
like
up.
all the purpose.
All of the purpose. Yes,
All the
indeed.
purpose.
I've noticed that you've been doing a lot of challenges lately and
Yeah.
trying to motivate people. You want to explain your latest challenge and what motivated you to do it?
So basically, I do these challenges for a couple of different reasons. One is to really add value to the people that interact with me on social media.
Okay.
Because it's one thing to like a post, it's one thing to, send a message, but to
Mhm.
actually engage with the people that follow me on social media was really important. And I also do it because it allows me to research what is working and what people want and how I can tailor what I offer to their needs. And
Okay.
so the most recent challenge actually is ending today. It is called the I Am Confident 5-Day Challenge. And what we do over the course of 5 days is we identify why we're not confident, right? Because in order to move from something, we need to understand why. Then we get
Mhm.
into immediate, intentional, and imperfect action, meaning we're putting together a strategy on how we can shift our mindset and our our way of thinking to support living a confident lifestyle, whether that's by
Okay.
learning to say no to people, places, and things, whether that means to say yes to certain people, places, and things, and to really position ourselves to live our life by our design.
Okay, that is a lot, and you know, I think a lot of us struggle with that altogether, and trying to figure out who it is that we are, what is our purpose, what should we be doing. I actually have recently struggled with that myself. Uh, Now, I don't
Yeah.
have. Some people struggle because they're like, "Well, what am I good at? What is my talent?" And then other people is like, "Well, I'm good at this. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. What should I focus on?"
Right.
So do you deal with that as well? You know, when people have like all kinds of stuff going on and they're all over the place, do you help them to focus on what it is that they actually should be doing?
Yeah, and that's part of it too, is a lot of times we have our hands in a lot of different pots.
Mm-hmm.
And what did they say? It's the master of the jack of all trades, but the master of none.
Right.
And so I work with my clients to identify the thing that pisses them off. That's
Hmm.
the passion. That thing that pisses you off, that's the
Okay.
passion. So for me, when I started my business, I was fed up with people in my community not having the confidence to live the life that they deserve to live. Right.
Okay.
And so because that bothered me, I took immediate, imperfect, and intentional action. And that's the same thing that I equip my clients with. It's that passion. Just like for a lot of you know that I dealt with some immigration stuff not long
Hmm.
ago. That was something
Yeah.
that pissed me off. And so I took a stand on it. I took a voice to it. And I think that a lot of times we think of our passions as these cute little beautiful things in a bow. But no, if you look at the people who are really making change, it's because they followed and pursued the thing that pissed them off.
Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. And remember, you guys that are watching and listening in, feel free to comment and question. I know that you are probably wanting to just listen because he has so much to offer. But please feel free while you have him, because he is
Yes, honey,
on
because
the go.
baby, because listen, because normally these hot seat coaching sessions, honey, there's a little invoice that comes with it.
I know that's right. Take advantage while you got the opportunity. Okay, for
Yes,
real, for
indeed.
real. So, what you were saying about what pisses you off. So, it's your passion is what you're saying. Um, what is it that you got passionate about that pushed you to? I mean, you went several steps. You didn't just get your own. You didn't just do your own show. You didn't just write a book. You got multiple challenges. You got your classes. You got your mentorship. You got all these things going on. So, what
Yeah.
is it that drove you to go full force the way that you're doing?
Because I knew that I needed to become who I needed when I was younger. Um,
Mm,
as a gay Black
okay.
person, I didn't have a lot of positive role models. And the people that I
Okay.
did have around, they were on the down low and, like it was like super hush hush. And I just
Mm,
knew that there had to be a way for me to live in my truth. And what that means is, you've known me for a long time, and I
yes.
wrestled with the way that we grew up and who I was becoming as self. And so
Okay.
as I began to figure that out, and I had to figure that out on my own because I
Mm,
was in a place where I didn't really feel supported by the people that were around me. Not saying that I wasn't, but I did not feel supported. And so because
okay.
of that, excuse me, because of that, I made the conscious decision to become that person that I needed. And therefore,
Mm,
it manifests itself in a bunch of different ways because guess what? I have people that follow me that are not on Facebook. I have people that follow me that like to read books. So I've had to write
mm-hmm.
a book so that I can reach those people. I have to have challenges for people who need to operate within a group setting. I have to offer one-on-one coaching for those who don't like the group setting. And so it manifests itself into different ways so that I can be there and add value to the people where they're at.
That's, you know what? It's interesting that you were saying all of that. I had somebody on the show previously, Yolanda M. Smith, who was talking about knowing your audience. And it's interesting that you decided that you were going to address every bit of your audience that you could. So, how is it that you identified your audience exactly? If you're trying to reach so many different variances, who exactly is your, well, you don't even have to say who your audience is. How did you identify specifically who your audience is?
I wanted people who had life experiences like me,
Okay.
because that's how I connected. That's the way that I can connect. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So, but what I found, and this has been an amazing discovery of me, discovery that I've made as I've been working with my coaches, is as you niche down, you actually niche out. So what
Hmm.
happened was I wanted to be a coach. I knew that I wanted to coach. I knew that I wanted to offer support and add value. So
Okay.
it started from wanting to coach everybody. Okay, can't do that. So
No.
who do I want to coach? Okay, I want to coach
Right.
people who are lacking in confidence. Okay, great. Now, who
Mm-hmm.
within that group? And then it went down again to, okay, well, I'm a LGBTQIA plus person, so I need to work with those people because we have a shared experience. But what's something that's really interesting that happened, Asia, and I have not shared this verbally publicly yet,
Okay.
but I've recently launched a women's program.
Hmm.
And what happened was, is as I began to niche down, I noticed that women specifically were engaging with me, doing the work, reaching out to me. And so I would have never got there if I had not niched down, because I had to get very
Okay.
specific about who I'm trying to reach. And it was a little bit of trial and error in the beginning. Do I want to go live every day? Do I want to use Instagram? Do I want to use Facebook? Do I want to use TikTok? Do I want to email lists? There's
Mm.
so many different um, avenues that you kind of have to take, kind of trial and error. And
Yeah.
that's how I identified my audience, because I began to speak to them. And once I began to speak to them, the no's, like, I started appreciating when people would say, no, I don't want to work with you, because I'm like, great, you're going to get me closer to my yes. Excuse me. And so that has been my process, is I went super niche down, like
Okay.
super hard. Like, for a while, all of my clients were LGBTQIA plus. That was it. And more specifically, they were millennials. And
Hmm.
then as I dealt with that, I was able to pivot, and redefine what that audience looks like.
Okay. That's that sounds like a serious process. And it's funny you're
Yeah.
talking about all of the different avenues that you're using. Do I want to use Instagram? Do I want to use Facebook? And we even had a little text talking about the TikTok thing. I was like, I say use a TikTok. I think I meant just follow some people.
Girl, and it's so crazy, because then you even have to, excuse me, I'm pouring my refresher cocktail.
Yeah.
Then you have to get into the analytics of that stuff. Like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
so the people on Instagram, they like me to post between 12 and 6. Facebook likes me to post in the morning. TikTok likes it in the midnight hour. So, like, you literally have to determine where your people are connecting. And
Okay.
the thing about it is for me, because I have a lot of millennial clients, that
Hmm.
they're on everything. So I have to be on everything. So it's like I the next thing, I need to start a text community, because a lot of people like the text messages. So it's all about knowing your audience and knowing where they hang out. So I'm not going to hang out with someone who doesn't like coffee at a coffee shop, right? So it's really
Right.
important to know where your audience hangs out and meet them there.
That makes sense. It makes sense, but it's so much harder than it sounds.
Girl, like, literally, because even for me, like, if I do a video, then I have to save it from TikTok, and then I have to post it to my Facebook stories, and then make a post, and then I have to do a reel, and then I got to post it to the Instagram, and then I got to upload it to Twitter, and then I've got to put it on Snapchat, and like. And
I don't
so
even
it's
have a
literally,
Snapchat.
well, I know that each time I make a post, it has to go 6 places. And so
Yeah.
I just go down the line. I'm like, okay, IG, Snapchat, whatever.
It sounds like so much chaos.
Girl, and it's so crazy because then I have to go back and be like, okay, well, did I post it there? Oh, I forgot to post it on one Instagram page, but not the, like, girl.
Oh
But
my
shout out to
gosh.
my assistant, shout out to my personal assistant, Joe, who keeps me on task.
Amen. Now let's get into that. So okay, so your whole thing is over the top living, right?
Mhm.
And you're talking about all these things that you're doing to capture your audience, and you're doing very well, by the way. I just want you
Thank you.
guys to know he's out there making speeches. He's speaking at various places. He's connecting with various audiences. He's doing the doggone thing. I mean, I am
Amen.
so proud of him.
Thank you.
So proud of him. So proud of you, Norman. I really am.
Thank you,
Um,
AA.
so with that being said, what about those people that are like, and I am kind of in the middle there, is anybody got time for that? So for those that want to branch out, for those that want to, live their best life and share their testimony or coach and things like that, but they got to work that 9 to 5. They got to make that money. And
Mhm.
they don't have an assistant. What kind of advice are you giving to those people?
Well, let me be very clear. I am, too, one of the individuals that work a 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I also understand that my situation is very unique. I have an assistant because I do work a 9 to 5 and I have 2 businesses that I run. But
Okay.
what I invite all of my clients to do, and this is something that is very new, I've only had an assistant since January.
Hmm.
But I want you to think about something where you talk about, oh, I don't have the time. I
Mm-hmm.
want you to change your mindset to think like this.
Okay.
How dare you go
Oh.
to work for someone else from 9 to 5 and come home and sit on your dreams?
Mm.
So you mean to tell me that company that you work for, they pay you enough to bring your butt back home to sit on your dreams? And that's when I had to say enough is enough. Because what
Okay.
happens is we get wrapped up in this little, and I'm not downplaying what anybody earns, but we get wrapped up in this getting this money. And
Mm-hmm.
what is it costing you? What
Hmm.
is that job costing you? I worked in a position that costed me my first book because I literally was so worn out that I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't even get it. And
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't until I took my power back as it relates to my career that I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So if I work 9 to 5, I'm about to work at least 5 to 10 on me and on my business and on serving my clients, because I honestly believe that when you do not do that, it is a slap in God's face. It is a slap in God's
Mm.
face to say, I have given you all of these gifts and talents. I have given you this passion. I have given you the thing that is going to set your family up for legacy. I have given you the thing that's going to
Mm.
break generational poverty. I have given you that thing. And what you're going to do, you're going to go to the call center and then come home and just sit on it.
I know
And
that's right.
so for those that say I don't have the time, that's BS. We create the time for what we want. Period.
Mm.
As my grandma would say, period. We create the time for what we want. Now, sometimes it may not look the way we want it to look. Sometimes the
Mm.
people that are closest to us got to ride with us on this journey. Sometimes
Yeah.
it means staying up late. Sometimes it means you can't go kick it with the girls for girls' night because you got stuff to do. But the thing
Mm.
is we will make time for what we want. So I invite you to look at, what are you spending your time on? So you don't have time for your dreams, but you're at happy hour. You don't
Ooh.
have time for your dreams, but you're doing this. So we have the time. Stop making excuses and just do it. And the thing is, when you realize that you're doing it with three eyes, that's what I tell my clients: imperfectly, intentionally, and immediately. Mic drop. What I mean,
I know that's right. I know that's right. You are telling the truth. You know, one of the things that I speak to my parents every single day, and they'll they'll talk to me. Well, what do you have going on? Well, I have this going on. I have this. I have this. I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this. Like, did you have to though? Do you have to? When are you working on your stuff?
baby. And my thing is this: is you have to, you have to, you. What am I trying to say? Is I use the same processes from my business to personal. And what I
Okay.
mean by that is, if you want to date me, for example, let's just use that as an example.
Okay.
You're going to schedule time with me, okay? Just like
Hmm.
like when I schedule this, like this exchange that we're having, that was
Yeah.
on the schedule, it's in the calendar. It's the same way when I'm dating someone. It's the same way in every aspect of my life to keep
Hmm.
me on target. And I
Yeah.
treat it the same way. And it truly helps me. And to answer Elijah's question, I will be. Stay tuned.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Ellen Sherrill, I read. A lot of us need to hear this.
Hey,
Like,
Sherelle, make sure you connect with me, boo. If you can't find me on Facebook, just go to connect.overthetopliving.com and that will give you all of my links.
okay, well, let me make sure I put that on there. You said
Oh,
it's
yeah, you better tell I
connect
got links on links
dot.
on
I
links.
know over the top living dot what?
Yeah, it's connect.overthetopliving.com.
Okay, all right, here we go.
And
So,
and that literally gives you everything. You can click my Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, website. Everything is housed in that one area.
okay, well, he
Girl,
has.
she's learning a couple of things, honey, as an entrepreneur.
I'll tell you, he got everything. Got a link for everything.
Baby girl, that hey, you have to because you got to have a separate page for each. Girl, listen.
I know, man. Do I know it? I'm a brand ambassador for a couple of different brands right now, and I've been doing what I can to connect with everybody and doing me. Um, oh, there was another question.
I am on Clubhouse, and thank you, Chi Town, for asking that. I am on Clubhouse. In fact, I moderated an amazing room this afternoon on imposter syndrome. So if you're on Clubhouse, you can find
Mhm.
me at the Mr. Liverpool, the
Mr.
Mr. Liverpool,
Liverpool.
and you'll know it's me because you'll see a picture of my book and the rainbow, and you'll know who it is.
All right. So there we go. Clubhouse, the Mr. Liverpool. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys literally have no excuse. He has so many different links for everything.
Literally. If you want to book a call with me, that's at talk.overthetopliving.com. I mean, like I have something for everything. And you know what?
Everything.
But the thing about it is you understand that you grow into that. When I
Mm.
first started my business in 2019, I didn't even
Hmm.
have a website. I was like, girl, email my Gmail. Like that's what it was. But
Yeah.
as you grow, you have to have certain systems in place to ensure that you're really delivering to your clients.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to take a sip.
What do you wait? First of all, pause. What is she drinking?
This is a little Chardonnay here.
What kind of Chardonnay?
So I've been a part of different clubs and stuff. This is Bonne Vi.
Oh, okay, Bonavai. Okay.
Bon appetit.
A bowl of pie.
And that's what so that's what I'm drinking. Um, what are you drinking?
Baby girl, I am over here drinking a Corona seltzer, and this is not a
Oh,
paid ad, but it should be
it is
Corona.
not.
It's not,
It
but it
should
should
be.
be. So if any of y'all have connection to Corona, forward this video. But yeah, I'm keeping it super light and cute this evening.
Okay, light and cute. Um, I don't know if it's light, but it tastes yummy. Um, so first of all, I want you guys to understand this person right here is actually my cousin. Just in case you didn't know, it's my cousin. He is a year younger than me. Okay,
Just a year?
yeah, just a year. We're only a year apart, darling.
Wait a minute, your birthday's next month, and you're turning what?
36.
Oh, okay. Well, you're right. You
I
okay?
know what
I
I'm
stand
talking
corrected.
about. We're only a year apart. And I bring that up to say, even though he's younger than me, he is a role model for me. He really is. He's had some struggles that I haven't had, but I've had some struggles he hasn't had. We both had to figure out how to break free. So, our background, we're both brought up in the church. We're both brought up in the Christian scene. We're both brought up in some strictness. I gotta say,
Girl,
some of the times that I stayed over at his house, I was like, "Oh my lord!"
girl. But you know what? But it was nothing like staying over Uncle Ed's house.
Oh, you ain't never lied. But
You went to Uncle
that's
Ed's
another
house.
that's another show.
You didn't even know how to get comfortable. Like,
That's
you know
another
what?
show. That's another show. But yes, we all had our story. But what we both had to learn how to find ourselves, and we're all very different people. And I appreciate the fact that my cousin has shown me how to be confident enough to break out of the stereotypes and to break out of the norm, break outside of the box. As far as I'm concerned, there is no box.
And there is no box. But
There
the
you
thing
go.
about it is we're indoctrinated from the time, and I'm going to preface this by saying, for people of color,
Okay.
specifically Black children,
Okay.
we are indoctrinated into I'm trying to be very careful how I word this. We're indoctrinated into a mindset of imposter syndrome. And let me
Ooh.
tell you what I mean by that.
Yes,
I remember
please.
my grandmother telling me, you've got to be twice as good to get half as far.
Hmm.
That's imposter syndrome. And we're raised up on that we can't express ourselves and go through challenges. You have to get the A plus.
I
A
know that's
B
right.
is not acceptable because you've got,
Right.
and so I just I have an issue with that.
Mm.
And we're told no. Think about it. Even when we're talking about little children, we don't say yes when they do something. We tell them no. And we're being trained on what not to do.
Hmm.
So, but we're not told what to do. So when you are
Okay.
told only what not to do, you begin to assume that who you are is
Hmm.
wrong. What you say is wrong. Who you
Hmm.
love is wrong. Who, like, all of that, because everything
Hmm.
is no, no, no. And so what
Right.
I've come to do is disrupt all that BS. And I said, I'm gonna say yes when I want to. I'm gonna say no when I want to. My yeses are as powerful as my no's, and we're gonna keep it pushing. Even my parents know, baby girl, when it comes to Norman, you stay in a child's place. And it's not that I don't honor them. I honor my parents. Even today, I called my mom
Mhm.
because I needed some advice on a decision that I was making.
Yeah.
But the key phrase is a decision that I was making. And so
Mm.
I have shifted
Okay.
my relationship to my parents and people around me, and they've become my personal board of directors. Now I will
Mm.
go to them for advice and for to be consulted, but at the end of the day, the decisions are mine, and I take full ownership of that.
Okay. Well, you have a question here. Said you have so much energy and work when you love what you do. However, how do you balance, integrate all that you do so that you stay healthy?
Thank you so much, Tanya, for that question. You have to plan. So for
Hmm.
me, on Sundays, baby girl, I be putting on the apron, honey, and I am in my kitchen and I'm cooking meals for a couple of days, right?
Hmm.
I have supplements that help me. I take a multivitamin every day. I take 2 teaspoons of sea moss every day. I do all of that. So you have to find out what makes you click. I know for me, by the time I get off work from my 9 to 5, support my clients, try to get a little minute in for myself, I don't feel like cooking. So for
Hmm.
me, it's about honoring self care. So what you're
Okay.
asking is literally self care. I self care by cooking my meals on Sunday. I self care by hiring a housekeeper. I self care by hiring someone to come and clean my car every other week. And so, and I'm not saying that you have to do what Norman does, but what
Mm.
I have done is I've eliminated the things that I do not have interest in, and I have outsourced those things so that I can focus primarily on what I want to do and what I need to do. So
Okay.
it's all about, so to answer your question, Tanya, it's all about it's all about balance. And if you know that, like, for
Mhm.
example, if you know that you need extra motivation to get up in the morning and go to the gym, baby, set that alarm an hour earlier than you need to because you know you're about to hit snooze. So it's
Yeah.
all about doing the things that you know to do and stop making excuses for yourself. If you know that
Mhm.
you are not a 7 a.m. person, stop waking up at 7 a.m. If you know that you no, because I'm a morning person. I wake up at
Mm.
4:30 every morning and I do my
Okay.
best creative work between 5 and 8 in the morning. But there's some people who have the mindset where they're more creative between like maybe 12 and 6. So
Mhm.
if you are a creative person between 12 and 6, but you're waking up at 7 and you're
Mhm.
mad you're not getting the results, baby, I mean,
That is a really good point.
you know, like for me, I don't like when I have to prepare for something, I don't like writing after 2 p.m. And I have
Mm.
like it's something that I know. I cannot write a speech after 2. Well, no, not that I can't. I don't want to. My energy is
Okay.
not there. When
Makes
I
sense.
write,
Yeah.
it needs to be in the morning.
Okay.
And so what happens is we start to not honor what we know about ourselves and then get frustrated that we're not yielding the results.
Mm. I see what you're saying. We're trying to follow somebody else's formula and we wondering why it's not working.
And most of the time, baby, we be taking constructive criticism from people who haven't constructed a doggone thing. So it's like,
Oops.
so you're trying to follow someone's blueprint who hasn't even followed the blueprint.
He said, and a sip. Mm.
Because the thing about it is I make it light and funny and we can
Mhm.
kiki and laugh about it. But what is that costing you? What is not
Mm.
living in your purpose costing you? What is
Mhm.
not pursuing that passion? What is it costing you? And are you
Yeah.
willing? And I'm going to take it a step further. Are you willing to
Okay.
take responsibility for the generations after you not getting where they need to go?
Ooh.
Are you willing to say, you know what? I'm going to sit on this gift of writing. I'm not going to write nothing, even though that book could have been the thing that transformed lives. That book could have been the thing that provided generational wealth for your family. So to
Mm.
me, it is selfish AF to sit on that thing because it's not just about you. Your story is
Okay.
literally someone's a part of someone's survival guide. I know for a fact that there are people that have shared their stories with me and have saved my life.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you don't do that, how
Hmm.
dare you? You did not go through what you went through just to go through it.
I know that's right. I
Okay.
know that's right. Ooh, you
So I
telling the
get a little
truth.
passionate about it because what happens is these broken children become these broken adults that raise broken children that become broken adults. And we never take
Mm.
full responsibility for elevating our entire family. My goal is when I leave this earth, baby, which I think I have about another 100 years.
Okay.
When
Another
I leave
100, he
this
said.
earth, I want my grandchildren's great grandchildren's great great grandchildren's great 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 grandchildren to be living off of the work that was placed within me.
Amen to that.
And if I cannot do that, then there's an issue because everything that I want is already inside of me.
Yes.
And
Mm.
it's already here. It's already here.
Hmm.
But what happens is we talk ourselves out of it, right? We're like, oh, I'm
Right.
not worthy of it because I grew up on the west side of Chicago. I'm not worthy of it
Hmm.
because I came from a divorced parent household. I'm not worthy of it because I'm gay. I'm not worthy of it because I'm
Hmm.
black. And we talk
Hmm.
ourselves out of the very things that is literally 2 inches away. It's literally right
Huh.
there. And what happens is we see it, but them 2 inches frighten us so much, and we become
Yeah.
fascinated with the fear of what hasn't even happened yet.
Huh. Say that. You better preach. You better preach.
Well, I did come from this. I wasn't trying to preach, but it's important because the thing about it is like you mentioned earlier, you're about to be 36. I'm about to be 35. I remember when
Hmm.
me and you was 13 and 14 thinking we was the baddest beat. We thought we was all of these things. And then fast forward, I've been married and divorced twice. You've been
Hmm.
married and remarried and you have a family and all of those
Yes.
things. If it, Look how quickly those years have gone. the
For
the
real.
even if you just look at it from the standpoint of the people who influence your life don't even live anymore. The
Oh
people
man.
who like think about that. Like the people
Yeah.
who truly poured into our lives for the
Yeah.
most part are no longer living. And
Yes.
I
Say
still
that.
remember it was like yesterday. So when you put things into perspective, baby girl, you do not have as much time as you think you do.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We keep putting it off and say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, let me do this first. Well, I need to do this first. Well, I need to take care of this first. I don't have this. So let me work on this and then I'll get on it. And then we never get to it. You are
I would
absolutely right.
listen. I'm just curious if the audience here that is watching right now, or even if you're watching on the replay, if you've ever said, I'm going to do something one day, drop a heart in the comments. If you've ever said,
Hmm.
you know what, I'm going to do that one day, put a heart in the comments. I'm just curious to see because I know I have. I know that I said,
Yeah.
you know what, I'm going to do this one day.
Right. Oh,
But
do
guess
that
what,
one
friends?
day.
But guess what one day truly means? When you
Hmm.
say one day, what the universe hears is no day.
Mm. Mm.
One day is no day. And
Mm.
that is why
You're dropping them hearts.
I train my clients, you have to do it imperfectly, you have to do it
Yeah.
intentionally, and you've got to do it immediately.
Yes. Yes. Yes, you are so right. With the name of the show being Pure, perfectly undefined raw elegance. So what am I saying there? Perfectly undefined raw elegance. I just wanted to bring it forth everything, raw,
Mhm.
untouched, unfiltered, whatever. I am who I am. I am whatever.
That's
And
right.
and you guys, just like I said that, and I see these hearts dropping in the comments.
I
Uh,
love it.
just like I said before, how Boss helped me to actually do what it is that I said I was going to do in regards to the show. You guys, Norman is the one that kicked it up a notch. He's hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how I did it. This is what's going on. What else do you need, love? What else do you need? He mentored me, so to speak, and let me know, hey, this is what I know. And I think that we assume that we gotta know everything and everyone just to get started.
And not only that, but especially in the coaching frame, and I'll even do it
Mm.
to my webcasting frame. We are again indoctrinated that there's not room enough for all of us. So what we'll
Hmm.
do is we hoard on, excuse me, we hoard on to these little bits of information and we hold on to it. We don't want to give it to Asia because then her podcast might look better than mine. Or I don't want to, tell this person about this service because then they're going to elevate past me. And
Right.
and what the truth of the matter is that there's room enough for all of us, baby girl.
Yes, it
Even with
is.
me as a coach, I'm not trying to coach everybody. I can't coach you how to start a business. I cannot coach you how to save your marriage. But what I can coach you on is how to reclaim your story and live the confident lifestyle. But
Mm-hmm.
when we're trying to do, like, I had a client come to me, and everyone knows that I deal with confidence. And this particular person came to me, was like, I know that you deal with confidence, but I really want you to help me with my business. Well, thank you so much that you want to work with me. However, it's not going to be a good fit. Here is a list of referrals for business coaches that can yield you the results. And when I
Mm-hmm.
started doing that, I started getting referrals back. When I started doing that, I was able to weed out, like what we were talking about in the beginning, weed out to find out who I'm trying to reach and talk to them. And even my
Mm-hmm.
mom had messaged me one time, and she's like, I don't resonate with what you posted. I'm like, good. Like, because I felt good about that. Like, you as a, I guess she's considered a baby boomer,
Yeah, she's a baby
heterosexual,
boomer.
cisgendered female, should
Mm-hmm.
not resonate with something that I am speaking to LGBTQIA plus millennials.
Right.
So when
Mm-hmm.
she told me that, it affirmed that I was doing the right thing.
Okay. That makes a whole lot of sense. I think
Yeah.
that without us recognizing what it is that we're supposed to be doing, or what our purpose is, or what our audience is, we assume that we're not doing the right thing. If somebody is like, I wasn't feeling that, I didn't really like what you said there. That's
Mhm.
okay. That's okay. It
Thank
wasn't for
you.
you. It wasn't for
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Like for
Yeah.
me, anyone that works with me knows that I cuss, right? And I cuss. I don't know how I've been able to bridle my tongue tonight, but I cuss. And
Mm,
so, when I'm dealing with and going through my exploration calls with my clients, if that's something that makes them uncomfortable or something that does not sit well with them, it's not going to be a fit for me, because
right.
I have to, like you're talking about being raw and authentic. I'm not going
Mm-hmm.
to water down nothing for nobody.
I
And
know that's
so
right.
if you can't take my delivery, that is fine. I have a list of resources for other coaches who might be a better fit for you.
Yeah, yeah. And like Barbara just said, we make everyone better than, when we give room for other people. We can't do everything, and you shouldn't try to do everything.
And you lose credibility when you try to do that. Honey, you in the left lane, switching to the middle lane, going to the right lane, going to the HOV lane. Like, you done popped off and taking back streets. We don't know how to follow you, boo boo. Are you selling sheets? Are you selling socks? Are you a hairdresser? Like, we need to have a consistent message to follow you. Because
Yeah.
when you don't, like, I followed someone, and she was like, he was like, I'm a coach. And I'm like, awesome, I really love the coaching message. And then the next post was like, oh, I'm selling these t-shirts. I'm like, okay, cool. And then, like, the next thing was something else. And so I couldn't make it make sense.
Okay. That
And
makes
so
sense.
because
Yeah.
I could not make it, like, and that's the thing. is when you do that, for those of you that are entrepreneurs that are watching, you give your audience permission to no longer be interested in what you offer.
Mm.
You
Okay.
literally say,
Okay.
you can go out there and find whatever you're looking for because I'm doing everything over here. Like
Okay.
literally. And please
Hmm.
excuse me, my allergies are getting me together tonight. But
It's
yeah,
okay. We still hearing you.
you give your audience permission to do that. And what
Mm-hmm.
happens is they are going to do exactly what you give them permission to do. And they're going to go over here to this person who has grasped the confidence surrounding their passion and are running with that thing. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
am a confident lifestyle coach. That's me. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
trying to do anything else
Yeah.
as my primary career. Now, of course, as an entrepreneur, I will invest and be involved in other projects, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm a confidence lifestyle coach. Like, I'm not like my sister, she can deliver anything that you can print on, whether that's
Mm-hmm.
vinyl press, heat press, whatever it is. That's her lane. So
Right.
when I needed a banner, why would I waste my time trying to create a banner when there's someone in my network that can do that? And I can leverage my
Mm-hmm.
time to do work with my clients.
Right. Exactly right. Exactly
Yeah.
right. Exactly right. So like I tell people because I've had to deal with other people and try to figure out what it is that my focus is, and I had to tell them. I said, "Listen, I am not a coach. That's not my gift. I'm not a coach. My
Mm-hmm.
show that I created to inspire, motivate, and educate. So the people that I bring on my show, they do just that. They either inspire you, they motivate you to do something, or they educate you on something. That is the whole point of all of this. And that is what I do.
You are what we call the plug. You are the
Boom.
connector. You're the connector. And the thing about it is, though, is what's so powerful in that is that if you were focused on trying to come off as a coach or as this thing, you would not
Hmm.
be reaching your people. Your
Right.
audience comes to you and watches your show, not just because they love and adore you, but they know that you're going to bring and connect them with quality individuals that are going to add value.
Right. Exactly.
They do not come to you to be coached. They do not come to you for makeup advice. They do not come to you to learn how to paint a wall. They come to you to be connected to people that are going to add value to their lives.
That's right.
And
That's
when
exactly
you
right.
and once you truly embodied that and understood your lane, you were able to put that thing in cruise control and hit it.
Exactly. Exactly right. And please understand, I'm an entertainer. I sing, I dance, I do all kinds of stuff. But when it comes to promoting my brand, I'm doing exactly what he said. Even if you go to my website and you go to the Asia Speaks the 411, all of it has to do with information that I was given during my shows.
Mm-hmm.
And the links are going back to the people that are giving you the information. That is why I'm doing what I am doing. And so to have Norman here tonight to tell you these things, I got super excited, because
Right.
like this is what he's here for. I don't do this. I don't do
Right. And
this.
my thing is, I'm not, and I don't do what you do. When I come on my show, honey, I come on my show to do what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm not really there to connect you. I am that person. But the
Right.
thing is, we have to understand that even if you're thinking of a boat, you need all of the different people to make the boat go. We all cannot be the captain. We all cannot be a steward. We all can't be
Right.
the person that washes the boat. We all have different lanes, but all for the same common goal. If it wasn't for
Yes.
Asia tonight, I would not be connected with Tanya, Sherelle, Barbara, Shy, all these people that are commenting because she is the plug. And
Right.
because I recognize that, I find value in being on her show because I know that I'm here to add value to her audience.
That's right. And you have
But
added plenty of value.
so listen, y'all. What I would like to, if it's okay with Asia, if there's anyone that has a question as it relates to confidence, living the confident lifestyle, things like that, please put them in the comments, honey. I invite you to take advantage of this hot seat
Okay.
moment because I mean, we might only get so far in the DMs before I send you that PayPal link. So I'm telling you now, let's, if you have a question, I'm here to take it.
I know that's right. His time is
Be,
valuable. Time is
what
money, people.
and time is an exchange just like money. And I'm about to exchange my time and watch little RuPaul's Drag Race. Yes, indeed.
Be honest. There you go. Okay, here we go.
How can you be confident doing something for the first time? Thank you, Chi-Town. Thank you so much for asking that question. And that is such a valuable question. And I first
Mm-hmm.
want to say the fact that you even asked that shows that you have the confidence to do it. Because to put a
Mm-hmm.
question in a public forum that is for everyone to see, that shows
Yeah.
that you're there. But
Yeah.
my what my suggestion is a technique that I teach my clients called the catch and switch. And what that is this negates imposter syndrome,
Hmm.
right? So
Okay.
you catch that negative thought. You catch that self, that negative self-talk, that imposter syndrome, that stuff that about your lie identity, but has nothing to do with your
Hmm.
identity. You catch all of that and you switch it into what? You switch it into positive affirmations that negate that negative thought and you quickly get into action. So what I say like this, if you look in the mirror and you say, and I'm using this as an example, I don't like the way I look, I'm unhealthy, I need to make these changes. Okay, great. You've experienced that. Now get up and go to the gym.
And he walks off. I don't know.
Right? But so the thing is, you have to take
Yeah.
immediate action. And so,
Mm-hmm.
Tom, to answer your question, I would encourage you to take the three I's: immediate, intentional, and imperfect, and go with that.
Mm.
And do not compare your page one or your chapter one to someone's chapter 20. Because even for
Mm.
me in the coaching
Mm.
space, I'm not comparing myself to my coach who has been
Hmm.
in the game for 25 years and be able to receive, be able to be coachable, and also
Yeah.
be able to pivot. If you try something and it's not working, baby girl, shift gears. It like I mean,
Yes.
like you got to be able to shift gears.
Right. What would you say is the number one thing people need to consider when it comes to being confident?
I love that. So whether you're gay or straight, I use the term closeter. And
Hmm.
the term closeter is someone who tries to get you to not share your story, right? So this is the person that tells you, "Oh, this happened to you, but don't say anything." "Oh, this might have went." And what happens is those people do that because they don't want to own their part in your story.
Okay.
So the number one thing that I would tell people to be confident is understand that their stuff is their stuff. And you don't have to absorb that or.
Uh-oh. I don't know what happened there. Go ahead.
Oh, there we go, girl. I was like, girl, can you know I'm on this new device? I said, ooh, listen,
You
just
back?
know that their stuff is their stuff. That has
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with you.
I know that's right. You got something else here. It says, I'm confident and I'm stepping forward boldly for a promotion. There are
Mhm.
times that others see this as too bold, especially for a Black woman. What are your thoughts on that?
F them.
Okay.
Like
Blunt.
it's literally Tanya. It's literally that simple. Who is going to tell you what's too bold for you? What? I need you to make that make sense for me. How can anyone tell you what is too bold for you?
Hmm. Well,
Can't nobody tell you what's too good for you or too bold for you or what's not for you. What is for you is for who? It's for you.
mm,
So when if you feel like you need to, this is the way you position yourself, I'd say go ahead and do it. And I would even say step it up 10 notches so they can really get mad. And then they can put on a cape and be super mad.
I know that's right. I know that's right. It can't be too bold. Well, just think about it like this. We got Oprah, right? She's told her story so many times. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you too ugly to do this, and you too this, you too poor, you too whatever. She's a billionaire right now. You hear me?
Baby girl. Baby girl. Oprah makes a phone call and has Prince Harry in her courtyard.
Okay. Okay.
And
I
even
mean,
some people, like I've even been passed up on promotions because people say I'm too gay or whatever. But what I will tell you,
hmm,
Tanya, is that if you go for this promotion with everything you got and you do not get it, because we have to understand that there's levels to this, right?
hmm,
Understand and be grateful. And see, that's the mindset shift. We're like, man, I needed that. No, you did not, because what you needed was to be repositioned this way to get the opportunity that is meant for you. So, what happens is
hmm,
when we feel like we've missed an opportunity, we get mad and we get pissed off. And guess what? We throw that
right.
out to the universe. And guess what the universe throws back?
Hmm.
Oh, wait, no, the camera's over here. Like that. So that's what happens. So for me,
hmm.
when I oh my goodness, I'm considering going back to law school in my 40s. How do I build confidence around those younger than me? First of all, understand that you know more than them, even if for no other reason that you've been alive longer than them. And how can you build confidence around those younger than you? Enroll in school.
Boom.
My mother is a woman of a certain age, and she
Hmm.
didn't get her PhD until her 50s.
I
She's
know,
now
right?
in school for some. I mean, who's to tell you when you can do something? I'm 35 and don't have a degree. So when I go back to school in August,
Right.
that's going to be my first time getting a degree.
Amen and
And
amen.
and my thing for you, Sherelle, is when you go back to law school, you need to re-examine your circle, because there's going to be some people that say you're too old, that you're too busy, that is too much money. Get rid of those people quick. Like I Dream of Jeannie. Get rid of those people quick. You need to be able to promote, fire, and
Mm,
hire your friends.
yes. Boom. Oh my gosh, you are so right. So right. I've gotten rid of so many friends. I say quote unquote friends because your real friends support you. Your real friends have your back.
Right. And you can always tell the peepers because they block you or unfollow you, but they still know exactly what the hell you're doing. Like they know that like the people that say they block me and stuff, they know about my book. Girl, hi.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
so what I would like to do, Asia, is because I am so thrilled that your audience is engaging with me. So, if I may, I would like to let your audience know that I do have a 6 week signature program that is going to be starting on April 5th.
Okay.
Now, it is a 6 week program that is called the Confident Lifestyle Program. And this is an experience that is going to take you through the steps that we kind of explore in the 5 day challenge and explore it over a month and a half.
Okay.
And by the time you come out of this experience, you are going to show up more boldly and authentically. You are going to show up more confident, and you're going to have your no's and yeses have the same power. And so, for anyone that is listening either to this or to the replay, I would like to offer a huge discount for the program. So, if you're interested in this program, go to Instagram. Find me there, the Mr. Liverpool, and literally DM me the word confidence. If you DM me the word confidence, I'm going to immediately connect with you. We're going to set up a call. I'm going to learn about what your confidence goals are, and we'll identify if I'm the coach for you. And at that time, baby, when I'm not even going to tell it on this, but if you're interested, I'm going to make it affordable for the Mr. Liverpool. I'm going to make it affordable.
He's like, fix it.
I'm going to make it affordable for your viewers, because I love Sherelle and Tanya and all of the other, everyone that has connected with me. I would love an opportunity to do that. So if you're on Instagram, shoot me a DM and we'll talk about it. We start April 5th. Okay. So now is the time for us to make the plans, get our support systems together so that we can begin to do the work.
All right. That is awesome, you guys. Please take advantage. I'm going to leave that up for a second so you guys can jot that information down. This is awesome. We did go a little over time, but that's okay. We needed to, clearly, since the audience says they needed. Thank you so much, Norman, for all that you offer tonight. And like he said, go ahead and DM him on Instagram. Here's the information.
And I just got one.
Okay, well, boom, there we go. He said, You see,
we got some people ready to do the work.
Okay.
And baby, when I tell you that you are going to unleash this next level confidence, Sherelle, me and
okay, Sherelle, you're on his radar. That's my girl.
Sherelle, we need to chat. Tanya, we need to chat. We all need to chat. So I know that we've gone over. I'm going to end it just like this by saying this. You owe it to more than yourself to live a confident lifestyle. You owe it to yourself to show up as you. And you owe it to yourself to take the pen. Oh, the camera's over here. You owe it to yourself to take the pen back and write your own story.
I know that's right. Thank you guys for us and for asking all the questions, the comments. Thank you so much, Norman, for all that wealth of information. Guys,
thank you for giving me a platform to come and just kiki. I had a great
time. You're always welcome here. And you guys,
Tanya, you're not on Instagram. Another way to connect. Yes, you can go to talk.overthetopliving.com.
Okay, wait a minute.
Girl, you know we got links on.
I know. Talk.
Overthetopliving.com. And what this is a link to my calendar. And this will allow you to bypass all of that, schedule a 20-minute exploration call with me, and we can bypass the DMs.
Okay. Yes, I'm putting all this stuff up here for you guys. So talk.overthetopliving.com, correct?
That's it.
Okay. So for those of you that are not on Instagram.
Yeah, if you want to talk with me, go ahead and get on my calendar. I literally have it available for you. I think I have the calendar right now open through July. So you can go on there and schedule a time to chat with me and we'll get it popping.
There you go. And you guys, you see how personable he is? He said he saw it himself. He was looking on his phone. So you have him. Okay.
No,
so take advantage of this.
I respond to everyone. Like I personally make sure that everything comes to my phone and I am the one that's going to respond to you. It's not going to be some robot or the only automatic message I have is if you go to my pre-sale book, they will say, oh, you've been added to the list. But any other
Mhm.
link or anything that you connect with me on is me responding personally.
Which, by the way, this is it right here. I am on the list. You want to get that book? Yes, you do. Get on that
You
list.
you do want to get the book.
Yes.
So
Thank you
thank you
guys
so
so
much for this.
much. Thank you. Up, says she got it. So
Yes.
there will be connection. Thank you guys so much. And you know where to be. We will be here again next week, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is how we roll Friday
Yes.
nights. And you guys remember to embrace God's perfect design, which is you. Have a good evening, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Although weeping lasted all night, I know that joy